Alright you guys, this is Trinity Church. This is actually the third Trinity Church to stand here. The first was destroyed in the Revolutionary War by fire. Second one destroyed by snow. Third time is the charm with Trinity Church. Now, this church was rented from the King of England for one symbolic peppercorn a year. When Queen Elizabeth II came to visit this church in the 1970s, this church actually gave her a back-due rent of 279 peppercorns. Talk about rent control. I know, you guys, that joke was so peppercorny. So, kind of two notable things that are here. You look over, you'll see a statue that sort of looks like a penny. That is the memorial to Robert Fulton, who kind of commercialized the steamship. Next to it, you'll see an obelisk with four urn-like structures, or four urns, really. That is the grave of Alexander Hamilton, who was the architect of the American financial system. You guys may or may not know he was killed infamously in a duel against arch-rival Aaron Burr, who was our country's vice president. They were kind of going at it for a while. They had been arch-rivals for a really long time. Burr was always trying to run for different kinds of political office, and Hamilton kept thwarting him at every turn. So eventually, they decided to have a duel to duke it out. And you might be wondering why they chose a duel. First off, it was really badass. I mean, it's a duel. Secondly, at that time, you know, somebody challenges you to a duel, you don't really say, oh, I got carpool on Thursday, I can't. You just gotta do it. And they had been fighting for so long, they were kind of like, let's just have it out. So, ultimately, Hamilton was the loser. So he's buried here. Also, interesting little fact, quick sidebar, Trinity Church has 3 grave sites. One of the grave sites up in Morningside Heights is the only graveyard that is in Manhattan that is still accepting active burials. Former Mayor Ed Koch, who recently passed away, he's buried there. And that is actually really interesting because Ed Koch is Jewish, and this is an Episcopal church, but he loved Manhattan so much that he found that it was okay to be buried in an Episcopal churchyard because he really wanted to spend the rest of his days here. If you look over at the memorial to Robert Fulton, it's not his grave. His grave is on the other side of the church. However, more people were visiting the grave of Alexander Hamilton, so a bunch of engineers decided they were going to put a memorial up for him over here so people could see his memorial. And because engineers are way smarter than the rest of us and they can kind of do whatever the hell they want. Fulton actually had a really watery life and a really watery death. He commercialized the steamship, which made projects like the Erie Canal possible. He actually died from saving a friend from drowning under the ice. He caught pneumonia and died. We're going to walk up Broadway, and as we're walking up, if you want to look at the granite slabs that are in the sidewalk, we'll talk about those when we get up to Zuccotti Park.